We're beginning tonight with breaking news. Tonight, the Washington Post is reporting that President Trump revealed highly classified information to the Russian foreign minister and the Russian ambassador to the United States when the men met at the White House last week. The paper says that current and former U.S. officials say that Mr. Trump revealed details of an ISIS terror threat, details that had been learned by a U.S. ally. Mr. Trump has the authority to declassify secrets, but telling the Russians about the information may have threatened to expose the allied country's intelligence operation. Mr. Trump's relentless criticism of Hillary Clinton's handling of classified information may be the main reason that he's president today. Justice correspondent Jeff Pegues is following this. Jeff?
Scott, the meeting in the Oval Office occurred last Wednesday. President Trump spoke with both the Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov and Russian Ambassador Sergei Kislyak. According to the Washington Post, the president went off script and began describing details about an Islamic State terrorist threat related to the use of laptop computers on aircraft. The information the president shared reportedly came from a U.S. ally and was considered so sensitive that it had not been shared with other countries. National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster told the Washington Post, quote, the president and the foreign minister reviewed common threats from terrorist organizations to include threats to aviation. At no time, McMaster says, were any intelligence sources or methods discussed, and no military operations were disclosed that were not already known publicly. During the campaign, you may recall that candidate Trump was critical of Hillary Clinton, who the FBI said mishandled classified information on her private email server. Back in July, Mr. Trump tweeted this: "Crooked Hillary Clinton and her team were extremely careless in their handling of very sensitive, highly classified information. Not fit." You may also remember that name, Sergei Kislyak. He was in that meeting at the White House with the president. He is also, Scott, a central figure in the FBI investigation into whether Trump campaign representatives were coordinating with the Russians.
Jeff Pegues for us, Jeff.